Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Oh, durka durka durka.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Yo, this is your girl, Sunshine, aka Flower Child, and I want to welcome all of our fans to the No Bullshit Podcast. Please don't forget to subscribe to the button below.
It's your boy, Perico No Sniffy Sniffy Panero.
What it do? It's your boy De Niro coming again with the bullshit.
Hey everyone, it's your girl Flocka. Thank you for joining No Bullshit. And like Sunshine said, don't forget to subscribe.
And hit the like button. Before we jump into these segments, I know we done lost a few comedians in the past 2 weeks. We lost a big one. R.I.P. Norm Macdonald, a comic legend. Died
R.I.P.
yesterday. I'd like to give a big shout out. He was hilarious. I don't care what no one says. And he was raw. He'll tell it like it is. He'll tell his personal business, and he don't care if you judge him or not. And I respect that. So big shout out to Norm Macdonald. Condolences to his family, to the friends. They caught Fufu off the fence.
Bruh.
And Norm Macdonald went out with cancer.
Rest in
Comedy
peace,
will
Lord.
miss you.
We will miss you. We will comedy definitely miss him.
Yeah, my condolences to the family for sure.
All right, so let's get into these segments, guys.
Yes.
I mean,
All right, guys. So
what happened
I
this
want.
weekend?
Well, this weekend
Goodness.
in music.
Yes.
Wait, what happened?
Bruh.
I was trying to give you a little bit of a segue.
I was gonna say, so what's going on in music today, as far as what this weekend was, the VMAs, which is like one of the biggest events in music, happens once a year, usually around the end of August, beginning of September. This year, I thought the VMAs was pretty interesting. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I didn't watch it really. I caught some snippets through Instagram and Twitter, and what the hell? I'm gonna be honest. Maybe I'm just getting old. I've reached that stage where I'm like, who the hell are these people? I've reached that level because I was like, this is girl. Her name was like Olivia Rodrigo. Never fucking heard of her. But
I just wanna shout out that my daughter loves her. So the only reason why I know her is because she's like more of like for the younger crowd, I should say.
so that pretty much confirms what I said about who the hell are these people. I'm getting too old because I was like, who the hell is that? But there were some performances that were pretty good. Like I knew she was gonna kill it, Normani.
Yeah.
I felt like she really did she actually did the choreo from the actual video, which I thought was awesome because she's demonstrating her ability as a dancer, and she's an awesome dancer. And she definitely has stage presence. I feel like when she performs, like you get like you just watch her, like you're amazed by it. Like she's definitely a star on the rising. Somebody to look out for it. And I thought it was they had like a raunchy segment where she pretty much gave Tiana Taylor like a lap dance on a cross kind of thing. Like she was like not on a cross, but she was like restrained, like some crucifixion shit. Help! And Normani gave her like a lap dance, and I thought it was pretty interesting. And I don't know about y'all, but I know Tiana Taylor has, like she's bisexual. She liked that shit, so I thought it was pretty neat. Performance. I liked it. Chloe Bailey performed as well. This was actually her first solo debut because those of you who don't know, she was a duo with her sister Holly, where it was Chloe X Holly. And last year during the pandemic, they released their phenomenal album Ungodly Hour. And Holly was away for like almost all of last year because she's filming The Little Mermaid. So Chloe decided to do some solo work, and she performed Have Mercy. My opinion on that really is that the song is mid at best. Like people like to hype everything that artists do, and it's okay to admit that an artist didn't meet the standard. As so far, Chloe, when she performed at the VMAs, her dance moves looked a little forced. She looked a little awkward, like if she was trying too hard. It was kind of cringe at times. I'm not gonna lie. Um, but I understand that she's a young artist. She's like what, 22. This was her first time by herself without her sister. So that could be, a little frightening. And I believe that as she grows as an artist, her performances will get better and she will develop over time. She is a talented ass singer. Like that girl can sing. Like the whole time throughout her performance, her mic was on, baby. No lip singing over there. She demonstrated her range, and she did that part justice. The only thing I could say to her, Chloe, if you're listening, be yourself, dear. Don't be like Beyonce 2.0. We don't need to be another Beyonce. We want a Chloe. We want the real Chloe. Okay? So take it easy. Don't stress yourself too much. You're doing great. And I'm looking forward to seeing your future performances. And hopefully you can fix stuff, the little mistakes. But I'm rooting for you, girl. So there's that. Who else? Olivia Rodrigo performed, but I'm gonna be straight up honest. I do not know one song from that girl. So I think Flocka could probably tell you about her a little bit. She knows more.
Yes, I do. Thanks to my daughter. Olivia Rodrigo is basically okay. So there's this show on Disney Plus called High School Musical, the series. That's legit the name. Okay. And yeah, shout out to High School Musical, because I mean that was a big like a big movie back in the day.
It really was.
Yeah, so basically it's a show, and she's one of the main characters on that show. And so my daughter watches her, and she was actually bugging me to turn on the TV so she doesn't miss when Olivia Rodrigo sings. So
She's the new Miley Cyrus.
yeah, kind of. Yeah, she's and I've heard one of her songs on the radio. The one that she sang on the VMAs was the one that I heard. And my daughter was like, oh my God, look, that's her. And I'm like, oh, okay, So she's into that stuff now, she's getting to that age. So that's how I know her. I don't watch the show, but she does have a good voice. And the little that my daughter has shown me about the show, a lot of those actors and actresses, they all have really good voices. So, but yeah, so that's who she is. That's where she comes from. So she comes from Disney Plus.
Okay, so she comes from Disney Plus. So she's a Disney kid.
Yeah, pretty much. Mm-hmm.
What else? So Doja Cat was also the host this year. The outfit choices, can we talk about it? Because she was walking around looking like a hot mess. Doja, fire your stylist. They staring you wrong, girl. How you gonna just in there with fucking turkey feet? She had boots on with turkey feet, looking like a pilgrim / turkey. And then at one point,
No bullshit.
she was looking like a character out of Final Fantasy. I swear to God, like when you summon the Aeons and shit. That's what the fuck she looked like. I was like, what is going on? And every outfit, at one point she had a chair on her head. I was like, what's up with that? Like, I get it. Like, she was probably doing it to be funny and stuff like that. But it just looks so horrible. There's just some things that you just don't gotta do. Like you can say no. Like you can say no. Like what did you guys think of her outfits? Because I thought she looked crazy. Straight up. Which, speaking of outfits, the Met Gala. The Met Gala, for those who don't know.
Before we get into the Met Gala.
Yeah, before we get there.
I feel like Panera had something to say, because he said no bullshit before.
I gotta hold off to that.
Okay, so I got something to say then. I kind of feel like for the VMAs, Megan Fox, girl.
Okay.
She put it the fuck on.
She looked great.
It was a nude dress, and she was naked under, but it covered the right areas and everything, and she looks fucking phenomenal.
Yes.
Oh, I also, some tea. Conor McGregor attacked Machine Gun Kelly, or attempted to, on the red carpet.
What was that about?
He said his music's trash and doesn't like him.
So it wasn't just
No,
like a
but
cheap
Conor
shot.
is
It was
like,
like a cheap shot.
yeah, but McGregor's kind of like he's kind of a loose cannon. He's kind of known for getting into fights with people. So
My man got a
That's
bum
the
ankle.
Irish in his blood. That's the Irish in his blood.
Yeah.
yeah,
But I would like
I
to.
mean, go ahead.
I'm
Flacco.
sorry. Yeah. So I would like to add to the VMA. How Sunshine was talking about Doja Cat. And her outfits, I mean, they were hilarious. Like I didn't even like you can't take her seriously when she's like talking in those outfits. And not for nothing, I just kind of felt like okay, so the one who first started all these crazy outfits was like Lady Gaga. Okay, so she's the one who had like the meat dress. She's the one who had like the castle hat or whatever. It was like a castle, and it was legit on her head. I remember that one. So she had a lot of crazy outfits. So I feel like she was trying to get to like that point of where Lady Gaga was. You know what I mean? Like all these
I
crazy things.
kind
Um,
of disagree a little bit with that. I kind
the
of,
only
sorry,
no, it's okay. Go ahead.
I was going to rebuttal what you were saying that that's kind of Lady Gaga's niche. I kind of disagree with that in a sense. I mean, Doja Cat has a song called "Moo," like that she's a cow,
That's what made her
and
famous.
and her music's outlandish. So why not her style choices? You get what I'm saying? So I kind of feel like she is playing to who she is. It just comes across as if it's somebody else's niche. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't know. I agree and disagree because I feel like I said, Lady Gaga had all these crazy outfits. I feel like she's kind of doing the same thing. I
But
don't know if that was a stunt.
imitation is
Yeah,
the biggest form of flattery.
yeah, it is. But I think like she gets it from her. That's what that's what I'm trying to say. Like I think she gets it from her because she was so out there with her outfits, and and I feel like maybe Doja wanted to do the same thing. You know what I mean? It's funny. I laughed at a few of her outfits because I was just like, what am I watching?
Well, she
But
looked
yeah,
like a mummy in a tomb in one of them. Oh my god!
she looked like
I was
almost like a Teletubby or something. Like there was
I
like
heard someone
Maybe
say that she looked like Ace Ventura when he came out of the rhino's ass.
She looks like if you ever played a Final Fantasy game, she straight up looks like one of the summoners. Like she straight
Yeah,
up
she
looks like
looked.
one of the shit.
My bad, Sunshine. She really looked like Kefka from Final Fantasy IV from the Super Nintendo, the fucking clown.
Yeah, she was. I don't know. Like I
She's
get
on like
it.
a
Like
final boss.
she's definitely one of those people that has like that wow factor that does things like out of the box and stuff just for I guess the clout. But it's I'm sorry, like it was not working for me. It was giving. What was it giving? It was giving hot mess.
yeah,
Yes, Hot
yeah.
Mess Express leaving the disjunction function because Justin Bieber was out there looking like a homo.
Oh my god. I don't know what's up with Bieber. He like found God, which is great by the way. And then like he got kind of like weird. I don't know. Like he's definitely not the same from before. Like there was a transformation there. And he's like totally like out of the media now. Like you don't really
That's also,
see or
I
hear
feel
much
like that's
about
also
him.
part with Haley Baldwin.
I just gotta say, I just want to do a little small rebuttal about what Sunshine said about Justin Bieber. So yeah, like I heard that he also found God. And the funny thing is that I do follow this one church. It's an e-church online, and they have a song with them and a group also called Maverick City. And I was listening to the song, and then I saw on YouTube that Justin Bieber performed with Maverick City, um, and sang this song that I love. So when I clicked on it, and legit, it was Justin Bieber sitting down with one of the guys from Maverick City, and he was singing the song with him. And I didn't know that he was, turning into a Christian. I don't know if he's a Christian or whatnot, but turning more to God until after I saw that song. So I thought that was interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely turned over a new leaf like over his course over this time, I guess during the pandemic and stuff. This is why he's not so much like in the public anymore.
Right.
which is good. Like that's a great thing. Like having a relationship with God is awesome. It's just that I just noticed the difference in him since then. Like he's
Yeah.
definitely
Agreed.
hasn't been in the spotlight as much.
Agreed.
But speaking of hot mess, the Met Gala.
Yes,
Let me
ma'am.
tell you guys the theme for this year, because the Met Gala has themes every year. And for those that don't know about the Met Gala, it's like basically it always happens at the end of New York Fashion Week, where it's this big celebration of rich people, basically, because only the rich go to this event. And
It's
they always
actually Anna Wintour is the one. It's her party. It's high fashion, and you have to be an A-list celebrity to attend
to be there.
this gala.
Mm-hmm. And it's guys. So the theme for this was American. That was the theme. American fashion, right? This was an opportunity for these celebrities to do some really cool things. Like we got the Roaring 20s, right? We have the 1950s, where it was like the classic plain Jane girl, you know, and then we got the 70s fashion, we got 80s, 90s, so many iconic fashions, right?
Preach.
That they could have chose from, right?
Mhm.
And what we got was like I could have sworn that the theme was just come however the fuck you're feeling today. Because that was what I saw throughout the whole, minus some people, because I thought Kendall Jenner's dress was very beautiful. She looked beautiful. In that it was like a see-through, like diamond dress that she had. Kim Kardashian looked like she was coming to be like the Dark Knight or something. Like she was coming to save the day. I don't know. I'm like, she dressed like in an all black, like you couldn't see her face. I'm pretty sure Kanye styled her. Because
Yeah, she looked like a
that
prototype Catwoman.
she looked
Well,
crazy.
okay. So I did see a lot of the pictures. Kanye must have styled her. He had a very similar outfit with her on the carpet.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, he
So,
did. Yes.
so I'm
I guess
pretty
they're back
sure.
together.
Who knows? I don't know. Divorce. I mean, I don't know. But I'm gonna tell you one thing. My top three were J Lo. She looked amazing. Not to mention, she also looked amazing over the weekend when she did the movie premiere with Ben Affleck in
Yes.
Italy. She looked amazing in that. I agree with Sunshine that Kendall Jenner looked amazing.
Yeah, Kendall looks great.
Great. I don't know what Ciara did. She had a dress that was like the.
I think she came as Russell Wilson.
She had a
Yeah,
dress
that
that was a Seahawks color and Russell Wilson's number on it.
Yes.
I was like, girl, what are you doing? But
I think
Rihanna, and then Rihanna came out in like a hoodie that was Balenciaga, but it was, I don't know. And ASAP Rocky came out looking like a Captain Crunchberry.
Or like
Yeah.
the, you know, like the Cool Ranch
Do you know?
Doritos, like that seasoning that they put on the
Yes.
Cool Ranch Doritos was like blue and red. Like he also looked like the Cool Ranch Dorito flavor.
You know who looked funny too? Lil Nas X or whatever.
I actually
He had like this gold, like this gold looking. I don't know. It looked like
Yeah,
he had like
he
these
had
like
armor.
square shoulders, right?
No,
He had like
it
these
looked like
square
armor.
shoulders.
His
it
outfit
looked like
had
gold
levels.
He looked a
It looked
mess.
His outfit did have levels because he came out in a full fur coat that was gold.
Wow.
Then
But
he
there was
took that
meaning.
off, and then he was like a gold knight. I would say like an armor, like gold armor. But the very last outfit, I actually did like.
Wow.
The
But there
very
was
last
meaning.
outfit.
He told a story with his outfit.
Oh, durka durka durka.
I don't know if anybody else caught that.
I mean, I didn't
No,
watch the
I
Met
just
Gala,
know
so I can't say.
that. Yeah, I just know that the Met Gala, like every year, like everyone is looking crazy. Like everyone has like these outfits. Like it's always so bizarre.
Facts.
And every year it gets more bizarre.
I don't know what it is about the Met Gala. It's just like every year the outfits get more. You got a shadows following people. Shadows. I'm talking about Kim Kardashian.
Like
she was a shadow.
Yeah, they even
Yeah,
up breaking somebody's house.
Well,
Yeah.
I was trying to. I want to get back to the story that Little Nas X was displaying with his outfit.
Oh, okay, go
So
ahead.
the first outfit that he had on was he was completely covered. That's to express the fact that society makes you hide who you are. Then the next outfit was the armor, which was to signify what he has to wear to break out of what society wants to be who he truly is. And then out of breaking out of the armor outfit was the one piece which I actually did like, I agree with Sunshine, was him being himself. So his outfit literally was telling a story as he wore it on the red carpet.
Okay.
All right, what were you saying, Sunshine?
So I was gonna say, I agree that the Met Gala is usually a hot mess. Most of the outfits were a total mess. There was not really one outfit that I felt like I would want to actually wear. But I noticed that in fashion, like with these high-end designers, they be designing some real weird shit. And a lot of these themes, some of their outfits get picked out for them. So I just kind of want to address that too. Some of their outfits are chosen for them. Like one year, I think they did like a Alexander McQueen theme, and so they had to wear dresses picked by a specific designer. And every year they have people that kind of pick out their stuff for them. So I'm not sure if they willingly go like this, but in regards to Rihanna's whatever the fuck she was wearing, she looked like she was wearing a sleeping bag.
Bruh.
She said that she was doing it for hood culture, because the theme was American. So she was trying to symbolize hood culture. That's why she had the little scully on her head.
No bullshit.
So she was trying to do I guess what she thought hood dudes wear. I guess that's what she was trying to represent. So there was kind of a story behind hers too, but it just came across as messy. And Naomi Osaka looked like Cynthia from the damn Rugrats. In Angelica's Dolls, she had this fucking hairstyle. And I feel like honestly, I didn't do much digging, but just by the appearance of her hairstyle, it looked like she was trying to do some Japanese stuff, that it was Japanese inspired, which I get because she's half Japanese, but at the same time, the theme was American. So
Can I say something in regards to the Rihanna?
I want to also say something about
please don't get mad at me. But she was rocking with her boo ASAP.
Wow.
Yes.
Because ASAP came in that colorful Bill Cosby, Cosby family type
quilt,
whatever the hell you want to call it, comforter, whatever you want to call it. And she said, "F it, I'm coming with the mattress, babe."
Bruh.
Because that's what the fuck she look like.
Well, there are rumors that she's pregnant. So my theory was going to be that she was hiding the fact that she actually is.
Mind you, she is, and she's hiding it.
That's her business.
Yes,
but I think that's probably why the outfit wasn't flattering to the body. Because we all know she got body.
I ain't got no idea.
Rihanna I normally like her outfits for the Met Gala. Rihanna is known for fashion. She definitely kills anything that she wears. Sometimes she do have moments where she missed, but she's usually the talk of the Met Gala. People literally wait for Rihanna to come to the Met Gala because she always kills it. Like that one year she wore that long yellow dress. It was a real ballroom gown type dress. It was really it looks so beautiful. She's a beautiful girl. So anything that she does is considered. Or the year that she wore that see-through Swarovski dress. Oh, I love that outfit. That's an iconic outfit. Yes, she looked that was a beautiful. But this year, honey,
now being the fact that the scene
was supposed to give, honey. But go ahead, Dinero.
Apologies. I was gonna say that's the kind of outfit I would have expected for this year's Met Gala if it was American. That was a flapper vibe. I didn't see any poodle skirts or it was. If it's American, you can't get more American than a poodle skirt.
Yeah, like it
I
should have
mean,
been, or like
yeah.
Halle Berry wore not Halle Berry, Haley Bailey, which is Cole Bailey's sister from the duo that I said earlier. From the duo that I said earlier, she actually wore like a flapper dress and it was pink and she looked gorgeous. I thought she looked gorgeous. I thought Chloe looked gorgeous too, even though I wasn't sure what Chloe was trying to go with her white dress, like maybe Angel, I don't know. But I thought Holly did very well with the flapper dress because she was paying homage to Tina Turner. Tina Turner used to wear like the flapper dress, so when she danced, like it would go everywhere, and I thought that was pretty cool. It was giving what it was supposed to be.
I also want to throw out there honorable mention to Gigi Hadid because she looked very classic.
Yeah, she did look good. She definitely looked good. But everybody else, I need you to go back to the drawing board for next year.
And I don't know what Tiana Taylor was wearing.
Yeah, but Tiana Taylor, I ain't gonna lie, she's a baddie.
Yo, she is. She is.
This girl can wear a curtain and make it look good. She got a body. Oh, but I don't know. I wasn't loving her dress.
I gotta see. I gotta check that out.
I feel like her and Saweetie kind of had similar. Yeah. Her
I didn't see hers. I gotta take a look.
Like her ass crack, I think, was showing. Like from the back of the dress, like out, and she had a front out. It was just not.
Oh, De Niro. You know what that looks like? She looked like, honestly, I think that's like her outfit looks like Ashanti or Leah from Queen of the Damned.
Okay, I could see the Aaliyah Queen of the Damned a little bit from it.
With a little bit of Leia, but more of a Queen of the Damned type look when she's stepping out of the pool.
Yeah, yes. I get that.
Yeah,
I also see I don't know if you guys agree, but you know, like when they make like those movies like let's say The Mummy, or like when they're from Egypt and the girls are wearing those kind of like revealing
the concubines.
Yeah, like they wear those kind of revealing dresses. That's what she reminds me of. And I mean, honestly, she looked very pretty. Very pretty.
I don't know. I still say
I believe like her dress wasn't that bad because she has the body for the type of dress she wore. Her body
absolutely.
is like
I just didn't
like
get
her body was chiseled. Like you know how the Greek gods chisel like the fucking abs and shit. That's what her fucking body looks like. She's amazing.
But De Niro saying the Princess Leia, I get so much right now.
De Niro. You said, why you saying
De Niro?
That's you.
De Niro, that's you.
I said De Niro.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm sponsored by THC.
Yeah, so you know what, I'm just gonna go buy Federico. That's it.
We agree on
first
everything.
and last name.
So overall, I think overall, I don't think any of the guys. I didn't find one of their outfits like that amazing.
Nope. Yeah, no one's
Nah. You ready? Don't wait. Sorry, Sunshine. Don't diss Elliot Page. Like he ain't step out in that suit.
Oh yeah, right? That's true. That's true. We're gonna give a special shout out to Elliot Page because that was his first appearance. Yeah, that was his first appearance. Since his public.
Since publicly, yep.
Yep, since publicly, and I think that he looked wonderful, and I hope to see more of him.
That suit was fire. I was like, ooh. And then here comes Kanye looking like he about to break into your house.
With him, who also looks like she about to break into your house. So,
yeah.
But I just want to give a special shout out because to me, the only man that really wowed me at any of these Met galas was rest in peace Chadwick Boseman, because he killed his outfit last year. Not last year, the year before last year, where they were doing, I think it was like Pope or Vatican, where they were doing like Roman Catholic, and I loved his outfit. He was the only man that did something that I thought was, wow, that was a great suit to go with the theme, and rest in peace, because there's no other man I felt like did that for the Met Gala.
I think Steph Curry too had a nice suit.
But Steph Curry let Aisha be the focal point. She was the piece. He was just the
Yeah,
extra. You know what
but
I mean?
yeah, he was the accessory, but still, to look like
Yes.
the handbag, he looked very good as a
Yes.
handbag.
They did look good together. But a man as a whole, I agree with Sunshine. No man really stands out for me. I do like that outfit she is referring to about Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah, but you can't. Well, yeah.
You should. I wish we could put a
I'm
picture of
like,
it, like flash it real quick.
yeah,
Say
thank you for
what?
that. Thank you for it, because I'm definitely gonna put that in there.
Yeah, that's what I said to you. Not sure if everybody in here has seen that outfit of his, but I thought that was for the theme of that year. I thought he killed it, and you usually don't see males dressing like that for the Met Gala because the focus is usually, as Daenerys said, is on the ladies.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So I thought that was very nice because he can stand out in that outfit. He can stand on his own. So I shout out to Chadwick Boseman and rest in peace.
Yeah, that was another funny man, because his segment as T'Challa in Black Jeopardy with Tom Hanks was hilarious. And if no one's seen that, I suggest you look that up.
Is that the one where it was therapists on the board? He was like, I like the rapists.
Yeah, I
Did
think
he
so.
play Sean Connery?
No, it wasn't Jeopardy. It was with Kenan Thompson,
Oh, so it was more, okay.
Black Jeopardy, and it was T'Challa. He was like, he's like,
Oh,
I
yes,
the game.
yes.
I am getting the name of the game. She's gonna
My
put something
apologies.
unnecessary, like raisins, in the potato salad.
Yes. I was thinking of Norm Macdonald. My apologies.
Yeah, Norm Macdonald. No, but Norm Macdonald as sorry, Sunshine. As not Sean Connery, as what's his name? Smoking a Bandit. Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds.
Him as Burt Reynolds was hilarious.
So
So yeah.
we digress. What else is going on in the music world? Sunshine?
Oh, so one last thing before I move on from this segment was the verses between Ja Rule and Fat Joe yesterday. I don't know if any of you guys watched it, but I sure as hell did.
Disrespectful.
It was Fat Joe was disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
For
He
real?
was definitely disrespectful. Well, he referred to, I believe it was Vita and Little Mo as dusty bitches.
Yeah, I was wondering
Yeah.
who was that, because
I mean, he did issue a public apology today. Just throwing that out there.
But I ain't gonna lie,
He did, and I just, it was very tasteless. I felt like, because those are even though they had a short run, both women, like Vita was part of Murder Inc., I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And she was in that Down As Bitch song, which was a hit song. And by the way, he played it yesterday. And it's obvious who won, right? Do I even have to say who won the verses? At least for me.
Go ahead.
I
I
mean,
want to hear
who won for the people who didn't see it.
I want to say that it was Ja Rule, because Ja Rule definitely, like, his error, there was like a point where literally that's all you heard on the radio. You know what I mean? Like, and it's not Ja Rule as a standalone, Ja Rule with his Ashanti features, Ja Rule with his Charlie Baltimore features, Ja Rule with Vita, Ja Rule with fucking Bobby Brown. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he
got
beat
the
him
one
by
with Christina Milian. He got the one with J-Lo.
He got the one with J-Lo. Like, he got, but Fat Joe does have a song with Ashanti as well. And I don't think, and J-Lo. But I think Ja Rule's hits were bigger.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I say, and I put my 2 cents. I say like this: Ja Rule's more commercial, while Fat Joe is more like for the hardcore hip hop fans, because he was more explicit.
Agreed.
Even though Ja Rule was explicit, he was more radio friendly. Like, you can play all his songs on the radio, and like skip like the curse words, and it won't affect the song as much as a Fat Joe song would.
Correct.
Fat Joe was more late night, uncensored, Hot 97, 105.1 for the tri-state area.
So Ja Rule was PG-13 and Fat Joe
That
is
joke was
rated
like,
R.
yeah, they made it M for mature.
Honestly, I like both of them.
Yeah.
I love both of their music. I did not see the versus battle, so I am
Mm.
definitely gonna take a look at it and see. Because like, even though sometimes I don't watch the versus battle to see who wins. I just want to listen to the music, to be honest, you know. And so I do like the versus battle. So I just want to take a look at that and see who actually won. Now, Fat Joe being disrespectful. I mean, I know that a lot of the verses, like they're trying to joke around with each other and make all these jokes and stuff like that. Was it in that kind of way, or was he like flat out like being like,
He didn't say per se to like, he didn't flat out say like, oh, Little Mo and Vita are dusty bitches. He was telling Ja Rule like the dusty bitches that he worked with, or something along those lines. And Little
It was
Mo
distasteful.
took
Like,
it offensively.
something
Yeah,
bad.
it was distasteful. It was just, and he knew he was wrong, which is why he apologized.
Absolutely.
And I also agree that it's one of the best things about the pandemic was versus, because you get to
right,
Oh,
see
definitely.
people that we grew up watching battling it out, like going hit for hit, and it's an awesome experience. But I mean, me, I guess this is the competitor in me. But I do definitely sit there and see like which was better between the two songs. Like, to me, which one did I like better? Like Ashanti and Keisha Cole, she obviously won that, because Ashanti, compared to the songs that Keisha Cole played against Ashanti definitely beat her. You know what I mean? So I think that is cool too, because they're usually when they do it with each other, it's very friendly. Like, there's no competition, but there is a scoreboard that is being kept.
Yeah.
So
yeah, by the fan, by the fans, yeah, like that.
no, by
You know.
Swiss Beats and Timbaland as well. They keep score, and then they do an after show where they discuss who they think won.
Right,
So
right.
it's not just by the fans. So, but I think it was one of the best things to come out of the pandemic.
I agree. I
Well,
mean, the young, who was it? Jeezy and Gucci Mane. That one had me a little worried. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, the Jock and Gucci.
Who
I think it was Young Jock and Gucci
was it? Young Jack, one of the youngs.
for Jeezy and one of them.
One of the young.
No,
And
Yeah.
Jeezy. It's Jeezy. Yeah, my bad.
right, it was Jeezy. Okay,
Yeah, my bad.
that had me worried because that was like real life
No, they
beef,
had beef.
and like yeah, we're not gonna get into all that. And then the Dipset and the locks straight disrespected Dipset, and it was okay with me.
Yo,
it
Jada
was okay
Kiss.
with
Yeah, I
me
saw
too,
that
because
one.
I love
I
some
did see
Jada
that
Kiss.
one.
Jada Kiss was so
Jada Kiss
disrespectful,
got the recognition he deserved.
and I ain't even
But
gonna
I
front.
was
Jada
I
Kiss
was
is
okay with
always
that disrespect.
hot, like
No, but they were
he was
both.
always, because Jada Kiss is very known for like his what was it, his
Yeah, the live, the Jada Kiss
no,
rap.
not that, the oh my god, I can't think of the word I'm looking for, like a freestylist, like he's
Yeah,
very known for that, you know what I mean? So,
I mean,
and
he's
he
off the
also,
top.
yeah, like he's very known for that, so he wanted to show off and show out, you know what I mean? And he did. He's
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie,
he
they were
did.
bugging. Both of them were bugging on all like both groups was bugging on Instagram. It had me dying. I was at work like, oh damn, this at talking all this caca. Jimmy, not Jimmy, you do a capo like that. Not a capo.
and the
Yeah.
Dipset on stage like having nothing to say and like just cowering, like it was such a disrespectful showing, and I was here for it.
I mean, their stage presence was not there.
It was
Like,
But it's
garbage.
when
been
the
a
last
minute
performing,
since
I like felt
Dipset
it.
as a group been together. I believe.
Yeah, that's agreed, and it's also the inner dealings between them, because they've been having
Yeah,
like
yeah, they
friction
had a
over
lot
there,
of issues.
where the last has been a brotherhood throughout the whole time.
Yes, agreed.
So
Their
they're
chemistry is always
definitely
going
more
to be
in sync,
unmatched.
right? They are in sync, and they've been doing it for like what, 20 years?
So Sunshine, basically what you're saying is my boy Joey Craig took that L at the Baruz battle. Not one, but two. Because he had
I want
apologized
to
for
say
comments.
yes. All around, he took an L. He definitely took an L. I hope he learns from it. He did apologize publicly too. So he recognized the problem, and and he also took the L because Ja Rule definitely won that. But I like Fat Joe too. That's not to say that I don't like Fat Joe.
Yeah, Ja Rule. Yeah, Ja Rule was more of like my high school years. Definitely. Every time he came out with a hit, I remember I was in high school, and every time I remember or hear a song, I'm like, oh damn. I'd be like, yo, El Chefe, this is when we were in high school, and he's like, yeah, like we kind of vibe off of that. And the same thing with De Niro. You was in high school too when a lot of his hits were out. So yeah, it just takes me back.
Thanks for
Yeah.
showing me age. Thanks for serving.
I think a lot of us though. A lot of us
Yeah.
were like in high school. Were coming out.
But minus me.
No, because that was one. You was a freshman and he came out with a hit.
I was like minus me because I was
Panero. Wait, you was in high school? I thought you were like in middle school.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, your boy's 32.
Oh damn!
He really throwing the age out there.
Yeah,
I was just saying high
This is what we
school,
doing.
Nikki.
Yeah, I'm exposing.
This is what we, meanwhile, I'm out here like abort mission.
He's like, no, back out. Control Alt Delete.
Houston, we have a problem.
PP's like, nah, I'm 32.
Yeah. No problem. I'm 32.
We're having a bad connection here. I don't hear what you're saying about the age.
Yeah,
But
my bad. That shows De Niro's age. I forget. What? But if we expose Sunshine's age, that definitely shows his age.
I mean,
yeah.
But let's take
it was good times. It was good times. It was
Anyway.
good times. It was good music. It was good music at that point.
Yes. Music is not what it was then. I will say that.
Yeah.
And it's never going to be like that again. I see. Only a few celebs.
There's still certain artists that still have it.
We sound like our grandparents and our parents right now.
Got him!
Oh my god, we literally.
Oh my god, no.
Yeah. Think about it.
I don't understand.
Panero, bye, Panero. Bye.
No, think about it. Because all right, Sunshine, when Mystical came out. Wait, Sunshine, when Mystical came out, and I got the CD. What did mommy say?
So our mother thought it was
the explicit version. I got the explicit version.
The explicit version of the song, and he decided to play it at like a get together.
No, not the get together. It was us, mom, and R.I.P. Ruby Red. And we was playing on Bobby's stereo. And the first line he comes out is, "I came in here with my dick in my hand." So I'm there mimicking, like I'm literally I'm holding a dick in my hand near my pelvic area. And my mom's like, "Oh my god, oh no." What? Our parents didn't like our music growing up. And the fact that we're complaining about the next generation's music, shows that we sound like our parents.
I have a rebuttal for that one, Panero.
Go ahead.
Panero, man. Always Panero.
The difference with our parents and our music was that they understood what they were saying and they frowned upon it. The difference with today's music, I don't understand half the shit they're saying.
Agreed.
I mean, we didn't understand what the hell Twister was saying, but we were still.
After a while, we did.
Yeah, but we had how many times we had to like rewind that CD?
Yeah,
but Twister was always a very fast singer, so I mean, it's a rapper, I should say. I'm sorry, he was a rapper.
These kids these days are the mumble rap. Like, yeah, what is this?
All
Yeah,
right, I
it's like
digress
it's been
though.
fun.
I'm just saying it's just funny. Like
It's been a
we're
trend.
complaining about like the next generation's music.
No, because
Yeah,
I
They're
do
the
but I
same
mean,
like
shit.
their
artists.
music is kind of garbage. I mean, not all of. I'm not gonna say all of like
Oh
the
yeah.
new generation music is bad because there are some artists from the new generation that bring that old school feel. Like my girl Sna. I don't know how to say her last name, so I'm not even gonna pronounce it. So I'm gonna say Sna A, and she has a really unique and old school sound. So
No,
so
yeah.
the artist is like,
But like other
so I
artists too.
really like Sir too. Sir's
But
good.
like
Go ahead, engineer.
Camilla Cabello, Normani.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Normani.
I like their music. You know what I'm saying? Khalid.
Yes,
I
like
like
I
I like A Boogie with the hoodie. I
Yeah.
like,
Hey,
yeah,
Boogie.
No,
you know,
like I'm a big
there's a lot
fan.
of good old school
I
rappers.
be vibing to the baby, even though he had his whole situation.
Not for
Yeah.
nothing though. Like the baby, I don't like the baby with his all his music sounds the same. Every song sounds like the song before because it has
It
like the
kind of
same
does.
beat. And like the
I like
artists
Roddy
like that
Rich.
are putting, huh?
I'm sorry. I was like, I like Roddy Rich.
True.
I like Roddy Ricch too. See, he's good. He's
But
good.
I
There's like
digress. Though.
there's some artists. Yeah, I digress. There's some artists out that are still doing it,
Yeah,
but
like I am a big fan of R&B. Everybody knows this. I love myself some R&B. And it's not the same like it was back in the day. Like I
No.
like the R&B today,
You know,
but I feel like a lot of the R&B is kind of like it's not kind of you know how R&B back in the day was like, oh, I like this girl, I want to get with this girl, I want to be with this girl. Now it's like you a hoe. I don't know. Like I don't mind it sometimes, but then other times I'm like, damn, like where's the love? You know what I'm saying? It's more like, oh, whatever, these hoes ain't loyal, or you know what I mean? Like
Agreed.
the
Agreed. Like, where's today's
R&B,
Genuine? Where's today's
right?
Keith Sweat?
And I just want to shout out to Usher because Usher still
Yes.
has that kind of
yeah,
feel still to this day. He hasn't
where
forgotten the way R&B used to be like. Okay, so shout out to Usher.
yeah, where because his new songs be banging, his new
Yes,
songs really be hit. He still got it. So
Yes, he
shout
does.
out there.
yes. And I'm not
But
saying I don't like the new R&B. I'm just saying the old R&B to me, I just like the vibe better. I like the fact that they, always trying to like, let's get married, let's get married,
no,
like
I
I
feel
just
you.
want that.
It's
Yeah,
see, I
not
kind of
happening.
feel like
Sorry, Flacca. That's not. I'm sorry. I just gotta say it like this. We're not getting that. We're not getting
that
that.
we're what?
That's not happening.
The what?
it's not happening.
Yeah, it's
Say that
not
again,
happening.
Panero. What did you say? I
It
didn't
is.
hear you.
It is not happening.
I just
What's
Meanwhile,
want to
not?
say, shout out to Summer Walker because she definitely has the R&B feel.
absolutely. Yes, me and
I
Sunshine, we
fuck with
vibing this
her.
weekend to her.
Yes, that album, The Over It, I got it on vinyl. That shit is a classic. It's still hits. That's a classic album. And 10 years from now, people will look back at that and say that's a classic album.
But let's get back to this. It's not happening. I think some of us are wondering what's this it's.
That
Panero.
what?
The what? Say that again, De Niro.
Panero said it's not happening. And I said, I think some of us wanted to know what is it's that he's referring to.
Oh.
That won't be happening.
Like what Flacca wants.
No. We can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Hello,
Can
Houston.
you hear me now?
So I think so.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Better.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. No, I was saying the old school R&B that Flacca wanted, like back in the day that we grew up to. That's not happening.
No. I feel like there's a big hole in the male essence in R&B right now as well.
Yeah. Usher
There's a
still
lot of
has it, like I
male.
was saying. Usher still got
There was
it.
a lot of
But
there was a lot of male artists when we were growing up, and right now they're far in between.
Right.
I digress with this because we've been at this for like 47 minutes now. Oh, 50 minutes.
Okay.
I digress. So we can move on to the next topic.
It is story time with Perico Pereiro.
No! God, please, no!
Because El Chefe is not here. He has to do some homework.
No!
He is missed. This is where we put the sad cries and
Aww.
the screaming fans, screaming female fans. Yeah.
We want a Chefe.
But yeah, it's story time.
No!
So I think you guys know what I'm going to be talking about.
I have
For
no
everyone
idea.
that know, that for people that don't know, I'm gonna say this now. Please don't judge me. I was young. I just got 2 words: wet sock.
Oh my
All right.
Hey,
See how
sorry.
as my co-hosts are laughing, and the people that know what when I say wet sock, everyone knows what the fuck it means. For those that don't know, it's story time. Again, don't judge me. I was young. So boom, it's like any other day. You know, it's around noonish. Everybody comes to the house, the squad. No bullshit podcast. Like we normally do. We're young. So we're chilling, having a good time. Out of nowhere, my mom comes in, spazzing, like, yo, everybody gotta go. I don't care where. I gotta leave the house today.
No!
For a few hours. And we all still joking, like, what the fuck? And she's like, everyone get the fuck out. So you know me, like I sleep in boxes, all that stuff. I was in shorts. I gotta go find clothes now. So now she's rushing me. You know, like, side note, when my mom's mad at somebody, she takes it out on everybody.
Bruh.
You know, like, that's how she was back in the day. But on her behalf, she would apologize to people. She'd tell you, listen, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take it out on you. So I'm grabbing my clothes. Lo and behold, your boy got no clean socks.
Wow.
They all on the dryer. All on the dryer line because we got no dryer. We got a washing machine, no dryer. So you grew up like me. You grew up with a dryer line.
Mhm.
So now I'm checking the socks. Most of them are wet.
Bruh.
Some are damp. Some are moist. So my mama's like, come on, like you gotta hurry up. Let's go. So I grab a pair of socks. So I'm getting my clothes together, putting them on. I grab my sneakers, and my mom goes, Perico, your socks are wet. Me knowing that they could be wet.
Bruh.
I said, no, they aren't. She goes, yes, they are. Feel them. And with no hesitation, this lady smacks the fuck out of me with the socks. Now, mind you, everybody's laughing now. As I get smacked, so my mom's standing. I'm standing in front of my mom. My mom's standing in front of them. So it's a Chefe, Sunshine, Flaca, and De Niro. Basically, they're in a corner because there's no escape. So they're the safest ones because their back is turned to my mom. Like my mom's back is turned to them. So I'm getting the brunt of it. So she's smacking me with the wet socks, and now I'm blocking for dear life.
Bruh.
They all laughing. I'm like, yo, I ain't getting hit again. So she's swinging, I'm blocking. These assholes are laughing, and I'm laughing now. So if you know us, like if you know us personally, you know, like if you get embarrassed, like no bullshit, I do it a lot. Backcourt violence, whatever. We all do it. You will get clowned on. We will crack. We make faces. So my mom's swinging and they making faces, and I'm dying. I'm laughing, blocking like I got a shield. But the wet socks ain't hitting my face. So now my mom starts laughing. Because this is hilarious. It's just a hilarious situation to be in. It really is. And to witness it happening, you're just like, yo, how did this go down? What the fuck just happened? Because I'm trying to process, I haven't started smoking. So I'm pure, as they say. I'm pure as shit. No cigarettes, no drinking, I'm straight edge. So I'm trying to process what the fuck is going on. Why am I getting hit with a wet sock? Everyone's laughing. So we leave. You know, we get out the house. The whole walk, I'm getting ragged on. Moral to the story. If you getting rushed out the house, I repeat, don't leave wet, damp, moist, whatever the fuck, barely wet, hardly dry, whatever. Socks lying around, an angry Latina mother trying to wear them shits. You will get smacked. And if you are gonna wear wet socks, make sure they're on your feet first. Goddamn it. That's all the fuck I gotta say. Like, this is crazy to be in that situation.
It was hilarious.
It really was. It was.
It was crazy seeing that happen.
Like from
It's
your
just-
guys' point of view, like, because I just know mine, and I see you assholes. I'm trying to block the things, but in my periphery, I see you guys laughing. I'm just like curious how from your guys' point of view, how the fuck it went down. Like, how was it looking? I know it didn't look good.
I could have
With the
been
wet sock.
for my sock.
Me neither. I
It's
stood
just
there
the
in shock.
sock. It's the star of the story is the
So it's
damn
the
sock.
Yo,
Like-
and it was my mom, like, Perico, these socks are wet. He was like, no. She was like, yes, they are. Feel them.
Feel
And
them.
yo,
Smack me. Straight
Say,
smack
Walter,
me.
don't touch your face with those wet
Yo,
socks.
she said, Toma, hold that. I was like,
Panera, like
Burr.
I always wondered, like when she asked you, they're wet. Why the hell would you say no when you know
because
that
at the
she's
end of
touching
the
the
day,
damn sock? Like,
so here's my thinking. Ready? Either way, I'm not coming out good. I'm not coming out this situation good. Regardless of what, I'm gonna get hit with this sock, right? This is my thinking. I'm gonna get hit with the sock. Right? So might as well just take the super L because it's not gonna be one hit. Like angry Latino mothers.
NANI?
Like my mom's not abusive. I'm not gonna say that. Like she will like discipline us. But that was just like, I just said like, fuck it. We're just gonna go with it now. You know what I mean? Like at this point, like what else can I lose?
Wow.
Like I'm bagged. If I say yes, it's wet. There's no thing socks. I'm not gonna go put my feet in my bare feet in shoes and be a Dominican. I'm still gonna go in the wet socks, even though it's gonna make my feet stink. But still, I got socks on, goddamn it.
I digress.
Yeah, I digress. Cause like either way, I wasn't coming out good. That's all the fuck I gotta say. It wasn't gonna be a good situation.
definitely wasn't, but there was a funny situation
It
because
definitely was.
even your mom started laughing as soon as she realized she's hitting you with a damn sock.
Yeah, like she's
And-
whooping my ass with this sock, realizing like I'm not flinching.
Bruh.
And we're all
Laughing.
dying.
And everybody's laughing. She had no choice because now I'm crying at this point. Like I'm literally crying, not because I'm getting hit with the sock, but because you fuckers are laughing at the situation.
It was funny.
yo,
It was funny. It was. Because if it was somebody else, I would have been crying. Like I would have been dying, niggas. Like I'd have been dying, niggas. I still laugh to this day. I bring up Weststock, I just can't help but to laugh. That's like sunshine in the word, like you gotta say it like this. I said put and then ding. And she starts laughing. See? You got my chuckle. See? I know. It's just
It
gonna
was,
happen.
it's like a classic. Like you'll never
Yeah.
forget.
That's like
And it
backdoor
always makes you
values.
laugh no matter how many times.
Yeah, I got a bunch of these. Come back, tune in next week for the next story time. 'Cause this,
definitely lots of stories.
yeah, 'cause
Definitely. But you know what? Not for nothing. Like I wouldn't change any of them damn stories because I
No.
mean, they were hilarious. They were funny. Some were, crazy how things happen. But that was part of our childhood, and I would not change that shit for anything.
Yo, like that time we showed up at grandma's house at like 5 o'clock in the morning. That we were supposed to go
Elaborate.
to Remember?
Yeah,
we
'cause
were-
I'm like,
we-
what?
all right. This is gonna be next week's. This is gonna be next week's.
Like,
This is gonna be next week's
dude,
story.
we go to grandma's house often. You need to be a little bit more
All
specific.
right, we was going to Sharon's house from
Who?
North Six, Sherman. We was doing at Sherman's house when he used to live by close to you. And he didn't go. We ended up thinking the spot was closed. We basically broke night that whole night, and we ended up like grandma's because we was like we had nowhere to go. We lied to my mom.
I don't
And
I don't think I was there for that one.
No, you
I
was
think
there. It
I
was
might-
all of us. It was all 5 of us.
And we were
Wait,
walking.
me too?
Yeah, you was there too.
And we were walking. I remember
Yeah,
that.
we were walking and we walked. We ended up saying, "Where can we go?" Because we had nowhere to go. We said, someone brought up Sherman. We was like, "Yeah," because Sherman was having a thing. He didn't answer, so we ended up going, walking, looking for food. Because Flacco was hungry, and he was like, "Oh, is this place open?" No, yeah, no. And someone walked in. He was like, "Oh, it's open." And on the walk, we
Wait.
was walking with the food. It's like, "Where can we go?" It was like mad late by that point.
Oh, I think I do remember this.
I think
And then we ended up at grandma's at like 5, 6, and then we ended up chilling with Dollar Store Mims.
Ooh,
Afterwards,
Dollar
like at
Store
7,
Mims.
remember Mims? This is why I'm hot. Heavy's friend, Heavy and De Niro's
Oh,
friend,
Ruben.
Ruben. Yeah,
Sorry, I had to say that. Edit that part though.
yeah.
I mean, he already said the other name numerous times.
Well,
I
you know
did.
what? There's like a bunch of Rubens. They know that like
Yeah.
Ruben is a very common name.
Yeah. Anyway, but that's until next time. 'Cause that was a funny one.
I vaguely remember that name.
yeah, like I feel like I remember a
No, he
little
was
bit.
there because that me
You
and
were
you was
there.
me and you because me
It
Flocka.
was legit the 5 of us.
Yeah, me.
See,
I
like
think
I
at one
remember the
point,
food thing. I remember I was hungry. I remember one time we were all walking and I was
yeah, we
hungry. I
got the
wanted
food.
food.
We ended
We
up
went
at
to like a few
grandma's.
spots because wasn't there a few spots closed, right? It was
Yeah, and
closed.
then
A
we
lot
ended
of
up at
spots were closed.
one. We ended up at one on Belmont. That was like a diner, a late night diner. And he's like, I don't know, I just want fries or something. You was just fiending for something.
I feel like I remember that a little bit. Yeah.
Then
But
me
yeah.
and you at one point, like in the morning, we ended up by Trash, and it was Mims, De Niro's, Sunshine ended up going to D's at the time because that's what she was seeing. Because he's up the block.
Yeah.
And me and Flacco was in the back. And we was all smoking. Flacco wasn't smoking. Flacco don't smoke. But she got contact and we was bugging out on the song.
I remember that part.
That was that whole day. I was supposed to go to work. I ended up calling out in the car and my mom ended up getting mad.
Yeah. Okay. It's starting to come back.
Yes, little by little. Yeah.
There's been a lot of tragic moments.
Because I remember
A lot
trash.
of tragic moments.
Yeah, that's true.
But I digress. That's enough for
Those
this
are for next week.
Well, yeah, good
Oh.
times. Good times.
Yeah, very good times. Very, very good times.
You sounded like that Kanye song.
Oh God, I heard that song too.
Oh,
Hilarious.
from the Donda.
Yeah. It's Hurricane.
Yeah, that's my shit. I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with that song.
I like that song too.
Sound like Samuel Jackson, Samuel L. Adams. I'm sorry, I'm sponsored by TAC. Sound like
Samuel L. Adams.
the Samuel Adams skit from Dave Chappelle when he was Samuel L. Jackson. And he's like, bitch.
Yeah, Fresh Chappelle show.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like,
No, he goes, bitch.
No, that's
So very dope.
I sure did miss the paper boy.
Yeah, Herbert the pervert.
oh my God.
When you gonna bring me some good news?
Yep. Oh no, he's like, oh, I want to get those cream pie ice cream trucks that the song goes dun, 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 dun.
Speaking of Family Guy, I think Flocka and De Niro wanted to talk about some shows that were
Shows and
going on.
movies.
And
We got
movies.
some shows, movies. I mean, Shang-Chi just came out. I heard it was good. I haven't caught it yet. Did anybody else catch it?
No, it's on the watch
No.
list.
No.
It's on the
I
watch
did
list.
not. But I believe it's #1 right now in the box office.
Yeah, I heard, sorry.
I'm definitely gonna not pay the bill and Netflix and chill that one.
Agreed.
Yeah, I think we all agreed that we said we're gonna Netflix and chill it.
Agreed.
So,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
definitely do want to see it. It does look good. I'm not gonna sit here and say it doesn't look good, but I am interested. I do want to see it. I do want to check it out.
I'm very much more interested as far as for Marvel comes as for No Way Home and Doctor Strange too.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I like the first Doctor Strange.
I did too.
Yeah,
I think Benedict Cumberbatch bring a lot to that role.
He did.
He does.
Yes. And not for
I
nothing,
think-
when he was in. I'm sorry. You want to go, Sunshine?
No, you can finish.
Okay, so Doctor Strange, okay, so when he was in the Avengers movie, right? It was Infinity
Yes.
Wars, right? In Infinity.
Correct.
I don't know, but in that movie, he was all over the place. Like he was like one of like them. To me, I mean, some of you could disagree, but to me, I feel like he was one of the main people that was doing his thing in that movie. Like he was such a surprise to me in that movie because I feel like he did so much. You know,
I
with
agree.
yeah,
Comic
like
accurate.
I feel like
That's all I'm gonna say. It was comic accurate because Doctor Strange did play a huge part. But I digress.
he did. And I thought like, you know, because he only had one movie, you know, from the Marvel movies, you know, he only had one, you know, the first Doctor Strange. I didn't think he would be so big in the last movie, but I really liked his character. So
Well, to get into the fact that he only had one movie out, he's going to be continuing the next phase of Marvel. Him, Chadwick Boseman, may he rest in peace, was supposed to continue that alongside him as Black Panther, as well as Spider-Man. They were supposed to continue the mantle, so to speak, that the original Avengers are leaving behind.
Yeah.
right.
So he is a big pivotal character to go forward. So even the fact that he just had the one movie, I do think they did him justice, and he is a major player. So I think it was very accurate how everything was displayed when it came to him. His movie got a lot more into him and his backstory. I'm waiting for the second one because now is where it's just straight action.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like the first movie is always like it has to tell the story. It has to
Correct.
tell the character's background a little bit. It always starts off a bit slow, and then as the story goes on, it becomes bigger and better, and there's more action because now the climax is coming, and so that they kind of have to do that. But I agree, I do like Doctor Strange. I felt like Marvel has done a very, very good job with all of the casting because all the actors that played all of these superheroes, I felt like they were born for that role. Seriously.
I agree. Yeah.
Agreed.
And I feel like everybody meshes well. They bring those characters to life. Like when I look at Robert Downey Jr., I see Tony Stark. Like that is Iron Man.
Yeah, agreed.
And so for Chris Evans as Captain America, that's and whoever plays these characters after have really big shoes to fill because the expectation is like high, So, I would say that Marvel has done a great job with casting the superheroes, and I'm also looking forward to seeing Doctor Strange. That one I am gonna pay the bill for that one. I'm gonna pay the bill for that one. Yeah.
So I also want to really quick throw out there, since we're on the topic of Marvel, WandaVision is the first Marvel cinematic anything that has won an Emmy.
Nice.
Oh.
Yes, WandaVision won an Emmy.
Congratulations.
That's really good. You know what? And now I haven't watched it. Has anyone watched that show? I have
Yes.
not watched it.
No, it's on the watch list.
So I have watched it. I'm not going to try not to give too much away or spoilers, but the first 3 episodes have you very confused because it takes you. The first episode takes you to the 60s. 60s. The second
bullshit.
episode gives you the 70s, and then the third episode gives you the 80s. The fourth episode starts to explain things. So don't get too confused when you're watching it. Just follow it through. It is very good.
So I want to add to what Daenerys was saying. If you ever read like comics, it's like the House of M storyline.
Correct.
Where, like she does something and basically alters reality.
Yeah, she's altering reality because this is
that's
after
basically
Endgame where Vision dies.
But in the comics, I believe Vision's alive. I believe. Don't quote me. But
okay.
Yeah. And in WandaVision, if I remember correctly, her brother, right, Quicksilver,
yes,
was in it, but it was just a little confusing because I read the article where it says like the one who played her brother in the Marvel movies was not the same one that was in the show. Now the one on the show was not the guy from Kick-Ass. It wasn't him. It was, of course, the guy from American Horror Story.
Yeah, but he played in the
he was Quicksilver in X-Men movies.
But he played Quicksilver, right? So he played in the X-Men movies as Quicksilver. So I thought that was kind of interesting how they had him play and not the other actor play. But I thought that was pretty cool that they did that. They did it that way. Because either one would have been good because they were both, Quicksilver. So
okay, so I'm gonna try to say this and tie that up for you really quick without giving out a spoiler. The villain in this story also is, as like Wanda, is able to manipulate reality. So
she's like a witch. She's like another witch. Something like you got the Scarlet Witch and.
Well, I mean, in this iteration of Scarlet Witch, she got her power from the stone. So it's a little different in that sense, I guess. But the villain is the one who actually brings that Quicksilver into the canvas. And because they're altering realities, that's the Quicksilver from another reality, which I think they're going to dive more into with Doctor Strange, and as that continues to go forward with their
I think it's going to start with No Way Home. I think that's really what it's going to explain, because how would I say this? Like it has to do with like the multiverse, but like also that's Disney basically a way of explaining we've acquired Fox, so this is how we're bringing this character in.
Right. Which I am also excited for because I don't feel like the X-Men movies was given what it needed to be successful in its right, as well as these other Marvel movies have been.
I'm not gonna lie.
The thing.
Go ahead,
the thing about the. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want to go?
No, go ahead.
Well, the X-Men movies. Okay, so the X-Men movies did really well in the box office.
Yes.
But it's still like we all are X-Men fans. Like, let's be honest here. We all expected it to be a lot more than it was. Even though I feel like the reason why it did so well in the box office is because they have so many fans out there that they wanted to keep giving it a chance. And I don't feel like it was a bad series, but I just feel like there could have been so much more. And I feel like there was something missing, right? Like I felt like there was always something missing in these movies.
But I do feel like the fact that the reason that why they did so good in the box office is because at the time, the only superhero movies or action movies of that caliber was Sony Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire and Fox with X-Men. Then when Marvel Cinematic Universe came out and started creating their movies, they just knocked it out of the park.
Right. Like they knew what to do. Yeah. Like they
Like they
knew what
already
to
had
do.
like set up. They already had like they had planned that phase because that was like what phase 2 or 3 with the Avengers with
That's
Iron
phase
Man is
one.
the one who starts up. That's phase 1.
Mhm.
Okay,
All of
thank
that
you
was
for that.
phase one, yes.
So Iron Man
Phase-
starts off was the very first movie that started off phase 1, but they had initially planned to do that to introduce them with their movies and then put them together to get to the point that
Mhm.
all of it
They
that
already
was
had
like
it
a
like
whole
phased out. They had it
they
all
already
phased
had
out. Yeah.
exactly they had mapped it all out already. So this here too, what they're doing now is the second phase, and again, they have it all mapped out. They know what to do and everything, and I think that's what it lacked with the X-Men movies because
I
it
can see
like
that.
it kind of like tied together. And I liked the first one and or the first class and the second movie as well. I like both of those movies, but then they kind of dropped the ball with what's his name?
Dark.
No, his name is he's like the Marvel's Dark Siege, but he's
Oh,
what's his name?
Mandarin.
No,
Apocalypse.
he's
Thanos.
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like he's so when
He's
with that movie I felt like they dropped it didn't live up to its height and the potential that they could have been.
Yes,
me.
that's what I feel. I feel the same way, Sunshine. Like I just feel like there was
Yeah, they missed the mark. They never reached their full potential.
I
Yeah.
give it to them. I like the fact that they did explain his backstory, Apocalypse's backstory. Like
Yes,
they all
yes.
this is this and this is who like they did with Thanos. They really
But I feel like
explained.
yes, but they also dropped the ball with Dark Phoenix. But go ahead with the.
Oh, get out! I wanted
No,
to say
no,
that.
no, no,
Dark
yeah, I was gonna say
Phoenix,
that too.
man.
No, go ahead, De Niro's, because that's
I
basically
didn't
what you
like it.
said.
I didn't like Dark Phoenix. Like honestly, Dark Phoenix is such a badass character. It's like Jean Grey, like her darker side with the fire. Like that shit is hard. And they could have. I could see Sophia Turner as Jean Grey. I think that would have been cool. But I felt like I guess the script they gave her and you know how they wanted it wasn't like that great. It wasn't good at all. Yeah.
Dark Phoenix was okay. Like I liked it, but to me, I love X-Men, but I feel like that was a Netflix and show kind of movie. I don't know what it was. Like I liked it, but again, like I feel like it fell flat. And for me, I feel like a lot of it fell flat because a lot of the original characters were not in it for me. I feel like they were missing a lot of pieces. They were missing a lot of pieces. I also didn't like that the Sentinels were only in like one part of all this because I'm old school. Like, come on, back in the day, X-Men, the Sentinels were all over the place. Jubilee was there. Gambit was there. They finally brought Beast in, but that was in the future's past. You know what I'm saying? They brought him in finally.
Well, no, he was also in the original because Kelsey Grammer was Beast.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
I like the fact that they picked someone intelligent to play Beast because Beast is intelligent as fuck.
But wasn't he like if okay? Because I remember him vaguely. Was he in it a lot? I don't remember.
He was in
him
the
being
first. He was in one. I thought he was in two too. I thought he was in X2.
No, because if I remember correctly, the whole Statue of Liberty scene, it was mainly about Wolverine, Magneto, Rogue.
And Rogue. Right, Rogue was there.
Cyclops and Jean. I don't remember a lot of him.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't remember Beast in a lot of the movies. I really remember him in When They Went to the Past.
And when they went to the past, Days of Future Past, was it still Kelsey Grammer?
Because he was in
Nicholas Hoult took the role.
Nicholas Hoult, yeah, because he's from Warm Bodies. It's him. He was the one who took over. But yeah, so I feel like those movies kind of, he
did a cameo in X2 and in
Okay.
And in
Can I say that again, Pinero?
In X2, Beast played a cameo. He was portrayed by Steve Babick. I'm
Okay.
saying that right. It's
Okay,
like
so I
a
was
brief
right.
cameo, and then he was in X-Men: The Last Stand, and he was portrayed by Kelsey Grammer.
Okay, so I was kind of right. Like he was in, but it was later. Like he wasn't in the beginning, you know. And I don't know. I just feel like there could have been so much more, and it just didn't satisfy my craving. I guess you could say.
Agreed. I mean, I felt like they got the story wrong as well too. Like the girl that Wolverine found wasn't Rogue, it was Jubilee, and he brought to the school. Like, yeah, no, they dropped the ball. Gambit was already there. He didn't come
Gambit was
into
supposed to be there, right?
Logan's. It didn't come into Wolverine's story saga, and they put too much focus on Wolverine and not everybody else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Which one?
I agree. It was practically Wolverine because he even had his own self-titled movies.
Mhm.
Right.
So
Although
and I believe
I loved Logan.
Yeah, me too.
yeah, like
I really like that one.
I liked Hugh Jackman as Wolverine as well.
Oh yeah,
I
classic.
thought he was a great Wolverine.
He was a
But
good Wolverine.
it just felt like everything was too submerged in him. I believe he was the only Marvel character like from X-Men who had his own movie, like his own
Yeah.
movies.
He had like 3 movies.
Yeah, his origins.
Yeah,
Nobody else had
Yeah,
origins.
that's like
he had the
And I'm old
Wolverine
school.
with the Silver Samurai, and then and then Logan. But I like
No,
Logan because Logan
he
was
also
old
had the
man
one
Logan.
where with that Gambit had came out in, where his girlfriend was the empath that could touch you and make you do whatever she wanted.
That was
That
Wolverine
was
Origins.
yes, and then it was a samurai, and then wasn't there another one before Logan?
The
Or
Samurai
was
was
Logan?
I think it was like the X-Men Wolverine was the second one with the Logan.
And the
It was just
origins.
it was Origins, then the Silver Samurai when he goes to Tokyo, and then Old Man Logan.
But I mean, they kept the two together too with Logan because he had the girl tell him in the samurai one that he was going to. She saw blood everywhere, and he was going to die with his heart in his hand. And in Logan, he died blood
Like in
everywhere
Kamiko.
with his daughter's hand in his hand.
yeah, which I thought was a beautiful full circle moment.
Absolutely. And X-23 was amazing.
X-23, yes. I love the fact, me and Sunshine, I believe, right, Sunshine? X-23 actually came out in X-Men Evolution.
He did.
And because they
did.
never had that character, and me and Maylene were still watching. Oh no, and Panero used to watch
Yeah.
X-Men Evolution too.
No,
Yeah,
but
so
she was in
us
the
three.
comics, but they never
Me
like
too.
introduced. Yeah, he used to watch X-Men Evolution too, Danilo. But she was
Um,
never in a show. She was in the comics though, because he has multiple kids.
Right, and like she was in the show. The
Yeah,
X-Men Evolution. De Niro, you used to watch Evolution? I thought you were like not really liking that one.
I didn't follow it like you guys, but I watched it.
Oh, okay, yeah. So she came out in that show or whatever, and I loved her. And I feel like, you know, like when we were watching those shows, like they could have put Boom Boom in the newer movies of X-Men. Like there was so much villains out there, you know what I mean? That they could have done so much more with
If
it.
you think about it, like the Last Stand which was I believe with Jean Grey, and the Dark Phoenix. They showed 2 instances of because the Dark Phoenix that was technically I forget what the fuck they call it in the comics, but that was like their utopia, their for mutants, like their safe haven. So if you think about it, there was multiple basically Brotherhood of Evil mutants there, because that's technically where the Brotherhood of Evil meet.
Like Sinister.
No, not Sinister.
Okay.
Is it Sinister? But I know it's the Brotherhood of mutants. Because that's what Magneto called it in the evolutions in the comics.
Yeah.
You see, the thing with X-Men was like they kind of just like I don't see where it led to Apocalypse, whereas in Marvel they had cleaned it up very like they dropped little Easter eggs about Thanos, I believe from like the second movie or so. They were dropping Easter eggs about him eventually going, and I thought that was like a neat way to
Well, the
tie
first
that.
Avengers, he was into that.
Yeah,
But like
from the
they were
first.
all working for someone, like Loki and Malekith, and all those villains in those movies were working for someone else.
Right, and then like towards like they always like there's always an end credit scene
Right.
of
Oh,
one of
yeah.
the Marvel movies, and that
But
kind of like it tied into definitely the whole thing. Whereas there was no build up to Apocalypse, which there should have been because Apocalypse is a big villain in X-Men as well.
He's
So I thought
well,
like
he's
He
one of
is
I had
one
that
of the
ever.
biggest ones,
one of
to
the
be
few
honest.
mutants that's a category 5. Him
5,
and
right?
Jean
He's
Grey
like
are
He's the
one of the
category
first
5.
mutant. He's technically the first.
He is
mutant.
the mutant.
yeah, like he's one of the strongest mutants out there. So I feel like his
Yeah, because he is
movie
the first
should have
mutant.
been. Yeah, and he's like I'm not sure who said it, but yeah, he was a number 5 mutant, and there's
Category
not
5.
that many. There's not that many 5s out there.
But then they
Dark Phoenix,
right.
Dark Phoenix, and Phoenix. Phoenix,
but
no, he's an Omega level mutant, and Phoenix and Dark Phoenix are both Omega.
yes,
Phoenix
but
is another
Phoenix
one,
is
and there's
a
one more.
mutant.
I feel like there's one or two more.
But Phoenix
That
is a mutant also fused with Phoenix Force.
Yeah, because the Phoenix Force is a cosmic force.
Right.
I feel like
So she
there's
has
a few more that are on a number 5. I can't remember their names though. I gotta look that up. There was a few
But
more level 5s.
Alright. Like,
but
But I
definitely
will.
felt like they dropped the ball with that because that was their chance to really like there was no build up. It was just like one movie was this, one movie was that, and then Apocalypse.
so it's Magneto, Jean Grey, Iceman, Elixir, and Legion are class
yeah,
5
Legion.
mutants.
Legion is dangerous.
Elixir.
Elixir, Legion,
Yes.
Iceman, Jean Grey,
Wait,
and Magneto.
Iceman?
Yeah,
Yes,
Iceman
little
is
Bobby.
technically a category 5.
Yes, little
Interesting.
Bobby.
Little Bobby.
Okay, so let's go
And
back to Iceman for a sec. So the one of the other reasons why I didn't like it was because it didn't follow like the real romance between Rogue and Gambit. Like they put Iceman in there, and I'm like, why is Iceman in there? And then they break up, right? And then Iceman gets with Kitty, and Kitty, she's not supposed to be with Iceman. Her iconic person was Colossus. So
Yeah.
it's like, why are they switching? Like Kitty's supposed to be with Colossus. He's supposed to be with somebody else. I don't know who Iceman was supposed to be with.
I believe Fox was producing these movies. So
Yeah.
like
Like,
Fox
yeah,
was not
he
known
wasn't.
to like be comic accurate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he wasn't following canon, and I didn't like that. I didn't like all that.
All right, fangirl. Calm down.
Yeah.
But that's it's the truth because that's what makes also the Marvel movies great. Because they might have follow the comics to like the T, but they follow the main points of the comics, like the Civil War in the comics.
Yeah, Civil War should have been.
It's also
like
character development.
Yeah, Civil War should have been more because it was a whole lot going on. Because like now what they're doing in No Way Home, how like Peter was exposed. Peter was been exposed during Civil War. That's when he got exposed in Civil War. In the comics, at least, because Tony,
little things.
Yeah, like Tony was the first one, and then he persuaded Peter to.
Right, and that's how he gets the Spider-Man suit that they showed in the movies.
Yeah,
the Iron Spider suit, like because of it was from Tony Stark. So I did like how they pretty much follow like the very big details, and they stuck with that. They used that material and they followed it. Plus, on top of that, they had good production. The CGI is incredible. There's just so many. The storylines are great. Like they're actually building towards something. Where X-Men, like I said, it was like, okay, it was First Class, then they were going through the past and the future, and then it's like, all right, now we're just gonna just throw Apocalypse in here and have Dark Phoenix, and there was like no substance, like it was nothing. It's just crazy, like that's
Yeah,
what
it was
Madness.
choppy.
Apocalypse in Phoenix was the second and third movie to First Class when it showed the origin of Charles and Magneto, played by
The Mystique.
yes, Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique and Michael Fassbender as Magneto.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it had to do with like both movie series.
Yeah.
The
Any other
because
movies,
it was Days
De
of
Niro?
Futures Past.
I mean, right now it's Halloween season. I believe Hocus Pocus 2 is coming.
Yes.
I know.
Oh,
Finally,
that's gonna be a fun
Sanderson
one.
sisters.
I hope everyone's
It's gonna be
getting
fun.
their horror movie list ready, the horror movie timeline, that Halloween timeline ready.
Well, I
Well,
mean,
listen, I love my scary movies, so
Word.
I'm ready.
Word, I'm ready for Halloween.
Yeah, and not for nothing, you know, we talked about the Halloween movie coming out, you know, Michael Myers coming out. And I would love to see that with you guys. So that I think that
we should
we
plan that.
should, yeah,
you
that
let me
would
know
be
2 weeks ahead of time. That's all I need. 2,
yeah.
3 weeks. Loaded.
So we could definitely do something like that because that would be nice, and then we could all talk about it and you know our craziness when we were watching it. So I think that would be nice.
So it comes out October 15th.
Oh, okay, so that's around the corner.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, maybe we could do it that weekend.
Yeah.
Like, because the 15th I won't be able to do.
Right, like we can always, I mean, we don't have to watch it the same day it comes out if, you know, everyone's having issues or whatever. We can do it the
We'll
following
figure that out.
weekend as long as we try to figure, yeah, we can figure it out.
But yeah, what else is coming out? Eternals in November.
Well,
Yep.
today I read that it was actually a trending topic on Twitter about Twisted Metal, that they're going to be doing a Twisted Metal and
Yes,
Anthony Mackie is going to be one of the stars, and he's going to play a character called John Doe, who was in Twisted Metal Black. I forgot what
Plays
card he drove, though.
Roadkill. It's gonna be Roadkill.
Roadkill.
Oh,
So he's
Roadkill,
gonna be
that's El Chefe, isn't that El Chefe's character? That was El
yeah.
Chefe's
So
player.
if anyone knows, I believe his name is something Kane. But if anybody like really knows like the canon of Twisted Metal,
The Kane
Sweet
family
Tooth's
is
name,
Sweet Tooth.
yeah, Sweet Tooth's name is Needles Kane, and Roadkill is Sweet Tooth.
Yeah, you were telling me about that not so long
No,
ago,
like, I
which
think
I
in
found,
Twisted Metal, I think in the second Twisted Metal you find out, or the first one.
because I don't
But you can
remember
look
him
it up.
ever being, but I mean, that's interesting because,
It's in the
you
first
know,
two.
yeah. But so can I ask you something, Sunshine, since you read about it?
Mhm.
All right, so is it gonna be like the cars have, you know, abilities, or like I wonder how they're gonna put this together in a movie, because you know each person had, like, let's say Twister, which was De Niro's character, the player that he liked to use. It was like tornadoes. You know what I mean? Like, how are they gonna put that in the movie? Is it the person that has like some kind of power in themselves, or they're gonna like manipulate the cars, or
I believe it's going to try to relate to what the video games were like, where the cars itself would have the powers, because it wasn't like the characters themselves had the power. It was them drive. It was like a tournament.
it was the car? Yeah.
Get,
So that's what
it
I was
was a
thinking. Are they?
tournament that they entered into because they were trying to get a wish from Calypso. So they would enter in the Twisted Metal, and they were provided these cars so that they can kill the other opponents. So my assumption would be that they would stick to that, because
that
it just
the cars
didn't.
have the ability.
Yeah, the cars would be the ones like that have the abilities to do
Pardon me,
that.
guys. I just want to say, it's actually a series that they're coming out.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, Daenerys. I'm looking at it now. It's gonna be a series.
And
Oh, the
Pedro,
series.
yeah, Pedro Pascal is also casted in it.
That's the dude who played Joe, mainly in on The Last of Us.
So it's a series of
Oh.
movies or just a series like a show?
Might be
It's
a
a
show.
live action series. It's a
Series.
show.
Also, it's a show. It's interesting because my character was always Grasshopper, so I would love to see who's playing
And
Grasshopper.
the writers behind Deadpool and Zombieland are writing it.
It's gonna be good.
That is going to be good.
Well,
That
I
means
will
I'm
be
going to
tuning
get
in.
into the series. The series is even better.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna read the little synopsis they have. The show is about a motor mouth outsider who is offered a chance at a better life, but only if he can successfully deliver a mysterious package across a post-apocalyptic wasteland. With the help of a trigger-happy car thief, he'll face savage marauders driving vehicles of destruction and other dangers of the open road, including a deranged clown named who drives an all too familiar ice cream truck, whom fans of the game will know as Sweet Tooth.
I think that would be pretty cool too, because Sweet Tooth was always like a creepy character, and like he's a killer clown who
And it
does
might
ice
be
cream
Will
truck.
Arnett. Yeah, Will Arnett might be voicing Sweet Tooth.
Oh
in a
my god,
cameo.
that gives me so much like Twisty the Clown from American Horror Story.
Yeah. Yeah.
Word, but because he's real creepy, especially in Black, he got so creepy in Black. Black was the one that really made me scared of him. Like, because Twisted Metal Black was more like dark,
Nah, yeah, it was
way
really
more
dark.
dark. Yeah.
Because there was
And
one. Go ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
There was one dude I used to use. He was called No Face. He was a boxer, and his
Yeah.
wish, like basically, he was supposed to take a dive, and they took his eyes, nose, and like they took basically his face, so he had no eyes and all that. And when he got his revenge, it was basically he had the doctor that did it to him, and they gave him a glove, and the glove was like mad sharp stuff on it.
Mm.
And he like basically punched the doctor. Like it was like real like messed up.
It was definitely dark. It was
So
definitely
was the
dark,
last one for the
but this one-
PS3.
yeah, the PS3 one, but it was good. That one was good. That was a really good one. But they definitely made Sweet Tooth way more scary. So to see that, if they do it right, it would be pretty cool.
I mean, you got the writers of Deadpool and Zombieland. Like I think I'll give it a chance.
Oh, I was definitely gonna give it a chance, regardless of who was directing it.
Yeah.
Who was
I mean, that's
writing
just
it,
something
directing?
that I want to see. I just want to see how the cars look.
It's
wanna
definitely
see-
getting watched.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
hope.
It's-
Go ahead, Sunshine.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I just hope that it's not like no death race type stuff because it might be like upset. Like come on.
I mean, I didn't hate Death Race.
I didn't hate it, but like I was like, this is
either.
like a bootleg Twisted Metal movie.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of that a little bit. But you know what? Twisted Metal is a lot better because like we said, like these cars,
Has special
has
abilities.
electric abilities, has fire ability, has jumping all over the place. Shout out to Grasshopper.
Oh my god!
Jumping
Every
all
time I
over the
used to hear the
place.
yeehaw,
And the yeehaw! I used to love
Every
that.
time
Every
you
time I
used
used
to
to come
hear
by, I used to be
that.
like, guys, I'm coming.
not even.
I'm coming to get you
That
guys.
was like Poppy with Spectre.
Yes.
Oh
Because
god.
that used to home like people didn't know, but like Grasshopper, if she was close to you and you hit that move, she was homing in on you.
Yeah.
So like no matter what you was driving, you was getting hit. And God forbid you had like low health and you hear that yeehaw because you didn't know who's getting it.
You know
You know,
who's
Score
coming when they
screams.
say yeehaw.
No. But I'm saying like if you're not Grasshopper and you hear yeehaw, you don't know who's getting it. Even though it's four
Yeah.
screams, you don't know. You don't know who.
You don't
just
know.
see you just see Grasshopper disappearing. She's floating somewhere. You're like, oh crap.
Yeah. And I just remember De Niro's every time I used the yeehaw and I was trying to
Trying
get
to
De
tornado.
Niro try to use the tornado on me. I'm like, not today.
Girl, I catch you. Stop crying.
Oh no, you would catch me. You would, but then sometimes you wouldn't notice. I was sneaky. But you know what? Sunshine was also Grasshopper too. So
Yeah, I did
Nah,
like
y'all were both.
Grasshopper.
Y'all
But
were
I
both
like Twisted. I like both of them. I used to play both, but I like, and in Black, I was the truck girl,
Dollface.
Dollface, and I was nice with her. But she had a special where she fucking like rammed into you. Like
Oh, and that
if
took
you
like
had
half your
that would
health.
take like all yeah.
Half your health. If you had
It would
half a
take
health
about
bar,
half your
you're
health.
done. And a truck doing 50 don't seem like it's dangerous. A truck doing like 300,000 miles an hour at you, yeah, I suspect to do half.
Yeah, for
Right.
real. That shit was like, and I like the no face guy too. He had like the lightning. He
Yeah,
had like the
he was
lightning.
like the what was the cops? I forget their names.
Oh yeah, I remember the
Oh, yeah, I
cops.
remember the cop.
It was the cops. That was basically
Yeah,
as
we don't know
special as
his
you.
name, but we remember him.
Yeah,
But I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah.
like once Black came out, I started using Speed 2 thing.
they,
I
they also
gotta know
had
it's gonna
that
be
guy.
Axel. I gotta
They
know
had-
it's gonna be Axel.
Oh my god! Right, like
Axel,
with
he
two
was
big
just
ass
a guy
wheels.
with arms
Nah, but
and
like
connected to the wheels. Like I gotta
nah,
know
but
it's gonna be Axel.
in the that's a point matter. And the last game he was in it, and he was issue because he didn't have that thing where like he sent shockwaves. No, he had some other stuff that it was like if you remember like the second Twisted Metal, it was more like a minion when he shoots like a fire, ice, freeze you, and he shoots with all the specials at once. It was like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So when you used to see Axel on that road, even though it's like a hand on two wheels, dude with two
And
wheels,
on to wheels.
Was it Warthog?
Warhawk. Wait, who? The cop?
Yeah.
no, Warhawk was like
Wasn't
that big ass
Warhawk?
tank.
Wasn't Warhawk? Yeah, like hold
Um,
on.
the Reaper was dangerous too, dude on the motorcycle.
Yeah.
Only thing was like you had to line that special up. If you ain't had that perfect lineup, because his was an instant kill. Not a lot of people knew that. But once you line that special up, it's a wrap.
Or was it Shadow? You guys
Oh, the
remember? It
hearse.
was like yeah, the hearse, and it had
hearse.
like the and dad's guy was Spectre. I
Outlaw.
believe.
Outlaw. There we go.
Outlaw. That's yeah.
Those are
I'm
fun
excited for
characters.
that. So that's definitely something I would definitely watch. Do you know, like, does it say like what channel is gonna be on or what network?
Well, Sony's producing it, so I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you know, that's that's pretty interesting. So I'm excited about that. And I just wanted to bring out some TV shows. Have any of you guys been watching any TV shows lately?
No.
I'll be on the reality TV.
Okay. So reality. I'm not really that big into reality, to be honest. I like
It's entertaining.
yeah. Like I do watch it from time to time. But I do wanna make a shout out to all the Money Heist fans. Does anyone watch Money Heist here besides me?
No, I have not caught it, but I hear it's really good.
Yeah, I heard it
Yes.
was good too.
So I
Has
do
it been
watch
on for
that
a
show.
minute? Right?
Huh?
Has it been on for a minute?
Yes, it has. It's been on for a few years now. It's actually
I know about
the show was actually made in Spain.
Mm.
So it's actually a Spanish show. But in Netflix, what they do is you can either do the subtitles or you can do the English voiceover.
The dub.
So yeah, so either one is, you can do, but I tell you that show is very, very good. It's about these people who are basically going on a heist and they're trying to get gold from the bank. And this bank is like known for like security is A1, is also run by the government. So they try to get in and they also have like these code names that they give each other. And the code names are basically cities. Because they don't want people to know their real names. Obviously, they're trying to hide their identities, and they wear like this all red suit with like this mask with like these little skinny little mustaches on each side. I do see people. I saw like one or two people wearing the costume last year for Money Heist, so I thought that was kind of funny. But this was the 5th season. It started last Friday. I watched all 5 episodes. It's supposed to be the last season. And but I found out that that's the mid-season finale. There's still more episodes to come, but still within the 5th season. And I don't want to say too much, but I will say there is a big, big, I don't want to say too much of the spoiler, but it is going to be a little bit of a spoiler. One of the big characters, someone does die. And it's insane. It's crazy. I know a lot of people already watched it. I saw it a lot on
Is it New York?
Twitter. No, it's not New York. Okay, so there's some names. Like there's
I was
Denver,
just saying
there's
because
Rio, there's Denver, there's Rio, there's Tokyo, there's Nairobi, there's Stockholm,
oh damn,
there's
okay.
just
I was just saying
yeah.
because
So
you
there's
said their names for cities, I was like, there has to be a New York.
yeah, no, go figure. They have a Denver, but um, but
Not
yes, one of the
shocking.
characters there's a big, big death, and I was not expecting it, and I wanted to punch the wall. Just letting you guys know. So whoever watches it, it is a good show. I suggest you watch it. If you haven't, start now because I mean it's good. It's a good show. It's a good show to watch. And I do also want to state that there's another show that you guys have heard of, I'm sure, called Manifest.
Yes.
I've heard about it.
Okay, so Manifest was actually on the regular TV broadcast. I think it was on channel 4.
NBC, yeah.
NBC, right? So they had it for 3 seasons, and it was actually canceled by them this season 3. And there was a lot of uproar. There was a lot of petitions going out there stating that they want more episodes, and Netflix decided to pick it up. And the reason why Netflix picked it up was because they put the show on, on Netflix, and all 3 seasons, and it was #1 on their site for weeks.
Top 10.
It was in the top 10, and then it went to 1, then it went to 3, then it went to 10, but like it was on their top 10 for weeks and weeks and weeks. So they actually picked it up. So everyone's very excited, and so am I. I watched that show. I don't know if anyone else does. But I will tell you a little bit about it. Yeah, so this show is very interesting. So this show is about these people who go on a plane. Okay, so first, they go to this plane. Well, the one plane had to be, what was it, like a layover or something like that? Like something was wrong with one of the planes. They couldn't get on the first plane. Some of them decided to go on the next plane, right, back out of Jamaica, back to the States. And so they get on this plane and everything's fine. And all of a sudden the plane goes crazy. It seems like the plane crashes. But then they're like, oh, it was turbulence or whatever. They're all okay. They're like, you know what? We survived. We're going to land soon. So they land, and like there's a lot of cops everywhere, ambulances, like everybody's being crazy. So they come off the plane and they're like, hey, what's going on? Why are you guys around? And they're like, who are you guys? What plane is this? And they're like, oh, we're the plane 828. And they're like, 828 has been missing for 5 years. Where have you been? And like, they're all kind of like, what? Like, what are you talking about 5 years? So they didn't even know that they were gone for 5 years. So they come back, and obviously 5 years has passed, and everybody has, lives have changed. People move on. One of the wives has somebody else. And so it was just like this whole big thing. Yeah. So it's a lot of drama too. And so the characters, and this one little boy, he's actually a twin. And his sister is 5 years older than he is now, because he was still as the same as he was, that they think was like a few hours ago, and it's actually been 5 years. So she's actually older. She's in high school, and he's back in middle school as this little kid. And so yeah, so it's really interesting. And when they come back, they're thinking that their lives are going to be back to normal, but they start getting these visions, and they call them callings. So basically they have to follow these callings to help them, and also try to figure out what happened to them. Why are they here? Why did their plane disappear for 5 years? And it's a really, really good show. So that show is actually coming back to Netflix. I don't know when, but I do know a lot of the original characters are coming back. The actors that play them, a lot of them have signed deals. So they will be coming back, and they're going to it's only going to be 1 season. is going to be the final season so that they can finish and we can all figure out what the hell happened to the 828ers. So, yeah. So that's that. So what do you guys think about that show? Do you guys like it? Are you interested?
It's on the watch list.
It's on the watch list.
Yeah, it's on the watch list.
It's definitely on the watch list.
Yes, that show is very good. I also want to say about Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai.
Oh,
Anybody watch Cobra Kai?
I've seen a little bit of it. It hasn't
Okay.
grabbed me yet.
Yes, so we all know another season's coming out, and that's coming out in December. We don't have an actual date, but we know the month. So it's coming out December, and I'm sure everyone knows about Cobra Kai, about, you know, the Karate Kid. It follows the Karate Kid, you know, 20, I would say about 20 to 30 years later, but Danny and Johnny still being the villain. And so they bring back Cobra Kai, and it's interesting because Cobra Kai is not, you know, was the I would say not the villains, but like the bad dojo, you know. So they come back, and it's a good series. It's about Johnny, he wants to open up his own dojo again, and he brings all these kids in, and Danny is like, he doesn't like it because he thinks that Johnny's still a villain. And they basically have a rivalry again with the Miyagi dojo, because then, you know, Danny wants, obviously he's like, you're not going to be the only one who has dojo. So they kind of go back and forth. So that one's good, and that one comes out on December 4th.
Nice.
So yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. And what else? We wanted to talk about American Horror Story too.
Yes. So they have actually two things happening simultaneously on different networks,
Right. Mm-hmm.
because they just came out with the American Horror Stories on Hulu, and they actually now season 10 of American Horror Story, the season's double feature. So American Horror Stories on Hulu is little stories. The first two episodes are The Rubber Woman, and that's a nod to Murder House and Evan Peters when he was the Rubber Man. Everybody saw this one, correct?
yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And then the third episode is its own story. There's characters we don't know. The fourth episode is another its own stories. And every episode after that is its own little story. So it's like seasons within one story. They were all pretty good. I definitely recommend watching it.
Nice. I love American Horror Story. I started watching it last year when, you know, Corona started happening, and I had nothing else to do but watch some TV. And I think it was Sunshine and De Niro. That's a good watch. So I actually started watching it, and I saw, so far I'm on season 7. Season 7, which is the cult season.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched it all throughout. So in 1 year, I watched 7 seasons. So I think that's pretty good, and I'm definitely gonna keep watching. So American Horror Stories with the S on Hulu. Is it on Hulu or is it FX?
Yes, it's streaming on Hulu.
Okay. So that one, obviously, I'm definitely gonna watch. I mean, if you like American Horror Story, then I mean, horror stories shouldn't be too far behind in like good storytelling. So, yeah.
I would.
And what happened?
I said that American Horror Story is definitely always a go-to watch, and you can watch any season, and it's an anthology. Is that what anthology? Where like every episode, well, every season is different characters, a different setting.
Yes, different character, but same act. Well, a lot of them come back. The same actors come back to play.
That's something new.
Yeah.
Well, this
So
season
that's-
for double feature, because it's after season 10 of the entire series, Evan Peters and Sarah Paulson come back to reprise a role in this.
I can't wait. I love Evan Peters, by the way.
It already started. I
I
think 2 or 3 episodes are out. I haven't caught it yet. I
I
like
love
getting a few
him.
episodes first, and then
Yeah. And you know, Evan Peters actually won an Emmy, I think it was. He actually won an Emmy finally, and it wasn't for American Horror Story. It was for another show. I think it was on HBO. I'm gonna look into that. He actually won an Emmy for you know,
was it the mayor of Easttown?
I think I mean
Because he
I could
was
be
on
wrong,
that
but I
with
think
Kate
that
Winslet.
West Town,
Mayors of Easttown.
East Town. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what it was. I know he won. So I'm really happy for him because he's a very talented actor. So
Well, Sarah Paulson also won an Emmy, but also not for American Horror Story. It was for her portrayal of the lawyer Marcia in the American crime stories of O.J. Simpson.
okay. It's crazy how they win Emmys for those shows, but I mean, has anyone seen American Horror Story? Like they're awesome in there, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Jessica Lange was the bitch there.
Oh yes.
She
When
was
she
that.
left, when she left the series, I was devastated.
Yeah, but
yeah.
I think the other characters held it down. Like
Yeah.
Evan Peters, they had Sarah Paulson, they
Yes.
had Jade, Angela Bassett was on there.
She
Yeah.
after she was in Coven and after.
Yeah. But she's doing good there though. I like her. I like her roles. I like, you know, the characters that she plays. Like I think they're doing a good job.
Mm-hmm.
So
And it always comes around Halloween time, so it's always a good time.
always good. And
But
I
touching
do,
back,
guys. I mean, I know some of you watch You, right?
Yes.
I believe
Okay.
that's October 15th as well.
Yes, that's coming out. You's coming back. Joe is coming back. Uh, anyone who doesn't know about You, it's about this character who works in a bookstore, and basically he obsesses over people.
He's a
I don't want to
stalker.
give out too much of this, you know, I don't want
I'll
to give
say
out
he's
too.
a stalker.
He's a stalker, he's obsessive, and he, you know,
He's a sociopath.
yes, like he is not your friend, basically, but he is the main character and he obsesses over people and he does malicious things to people. And then he tries to be good and it doesn't work out for him. So, but it's interesting. I love it. It's a good show. It was actually on, wasn't it on Lifetime or was it it was like Lifetime Network or TLC. I think it was Lifetime. It was on Lifetime and they actually canceled the show and Netflix picked it up. So that's another show that was picked up and not for nothing. I think it got bigger when Netflix took over. So yeah, it's a good show to watch too. So I'm excited about that. That one's coming out. So yeah. Oh, and one more thing. So Bridgerton.
Ah,
That was a big
okay.
show. Yeah, so Bridgerton season 2 is coming out. And it says, I know there was a lot of people that were getting upset because Simon, which was played by Reggie Jean Page, you know, wasn't going to be in season 2. And everyone, pretty much people were saying like he was the show. Everyone tuned in for him. But I do have some news on that. I did read in an article that he might be coming back for season 2, but not for like a big what is it? Basically, he's not coming in for like the whole season. He'll only be there if he does agree, because I think they're in talks now, that he might be in for a few episodes. So to all the Bridgerton fans, the ones that said that they didn't want to watch if he wasn't there, he might be there. So just letting you know that that's good news. I know that was a big deal. So
But now, if you actually, I read an article that stated in the books, every book is a different characters. So the characters that you are knowing from the first book are not going to be the same characters that they're going to focus on in the following book. So the series is going to be following that same mold. So it's not like his character was going to be a big part of season 2 anyway if he was leaving the show or not.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. And I feel like that's more for the people who have not read the books because I did not
Correct.
read the books.
No, I
Um,
didn't either. Like I said, I'm
yeah.
hardcore.
Right. So I was like, what do you mean he's not coming back? But then after I've read into it more and I realized that the book, they were trying to follow the books and that each book has a different love story. I was like, oh, okay, it makes sense. I'm like, but damn, like he was, you know, he's kind of cute, you know, he's eye candy, you know. I wouldn't mind still seeing him on my screen, but
I mean, and the scenes were like,
the
wow,
the
okay.
scenes were very very nice to watch.
Listen, you like explicit, I see.
They were very nice to watch. I
She's like, yes,
had to
God.
drink a little bit of water after all those scenes.
Take
I'm
a cold
getting
shower.
hot.
Well, I heard another one too that's very explicit and good to watch was 365 Days. I haven't
Oh
caught
my
it yet.
God. Yes,
Okay,
that
I
movie.
guess that's a yes.
Yes, that movie was insane. And did you know that they actually try to have a petition to get it off of Netflix because they were saying that it was too explicit? I was like, are you kidding me? Obviously, it didn't work, and they're making a number 2. They're making a number 2. It might be 366. I don't know. I don't know.
Another
But basically, they're
365.
making a number 2. So that's a good. That's a good one too. But yeah, so that's good news for Bridgerton fans about Reggie being Page. I think that that's something that the fans would like to hear. So yeah. And I think I said pretty much everything about I just want to say that the Winx season 2 will be coming out too. So anyone who watches the Winx saga. Does
No, I
anybody
haven't
watch
caught
the Winx
that.
saga? Okay. Well,
That's
okay,
like
so it's about
right?
fairies. Yeah, it's about fairies and their powers, and they go to the school.
Winx Club?
Yeah, they got Wings Club. Nigga, they got a
Winx
Yeah,
show,
Club?
nigga.
Yep. So season 2 is coming out, so I can't wait for that. And I think there's one more. Shadow and Bone also is coming out with a season 2.
Oh yes, I really enjoyed that one.
So yes, Shadow and Bone will be coming back, and I found out that it's gonna be in the late summer of 2022. So that's when it should be coming back.
I mean,
to
I'm also
Netflix.
reading for Umbrella Academy and Warrior Nun.
Oh, Umbrella Academy, yes. And Warrior Nun, I watched that too. Yes.
So really quick, touching back before, I'm sorry, Sunshine.
No.
When we were discussing Elliot Page, I want to know what's going to happen with Umbrella Academy now that Elliot Page still going to be playing Vanya?
Yes, yes. I read an article.
Help me! Help!
Elliot Page. So yeah. So Elliot Page said that he was going to be playing Vanya, and that it kind of goes already with the storyline if you think about it, because Vanya was starting to. I want to put a spoiler out there that Vanya was liking women now, like she was getting into liking women or whatnot. So I think that's probably where she was kind of comfortable with playing that character. So yeah, but I heard that she's basically, or he's going to be playing Vanya still. So that's what I heard. So
Well, I do believe in the first season, Vanya was dating a girl.
no, it was a guy.
No, it was a guy. No, you're right.
Yeah, but he was manipulating. He was manipulating Vanya.
Right.
Correct.
It was a guy, and then second season she was, or Vanya, because it's she was playing. She liked, right. She liked a girl. I'm talking about the character.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah.
And then also, like I said before, Warrior Nun. That was a good watch.
Fuck Warrior Nun.
Yeah.
No, I actually really did enjoy that one.
No, I'm fucking with you. Demirez.
No, I didn't think I was gonna like it. I was like, this is corny shit, but it was actually pretty dope.
I gotta watch it. It's on the watch list actually. It's actually on my watch list. It's just
what, Warrior Nun?
Yeah. It's just, your boy gotta pay for the Netflix.
Yeah, Warrior Nun wasn't bad. I liked it, but I feel like there's other shows that are a little bit better. But I do like that show. It is interesting.
I mean, it's a girl who was paralyzed and ultimately died, and then apparently there's a group of nuns, warrior nuns, who protect this halo, and they put the halo in the back, and the girl's alive now, and she can walk and she can do things, and I just think that's kind of interesting.
Right.
So
So it's a good show. I like it. I do like it. So we'll see what happens. I just feel like that one character just was there. The guy that she liked or
yeah,
whatever. He was there and then he was gone. And it's like, where he go?
he didn't
That's
matter
the
anymore.
only thing. Yeah, like that's the only thing I was really confused about. Was his
You
character.
know what it is? Netflix always leaves their shows on cliffhangers, so they left this one, of course, on a cliffhanger. Just like Dead to Me with Christina Applegate. That's a pretty good series. It's a sitcom.
Okay. I've
Also
heard
on
of it.
Netflix. I love me some Christina Applegate, so I was in there.
Nice.
And then Stranger Things. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, I like Stranger Things.
Yeah, that's the one I haven't watched, but that's on my watch list. And The Witcher is supposed to be coming out. Witcher season 2.
Yes.
Yeah.
I gotta finish it.
Oh, and I have to say, The Last Kingdom is coming out again, ladies and gentlemen. The Last Kingdom is coming out last season. I love, love, love that show. So that show's coming out too. Can't wait to see that one.
I would also like to add that On My Block is coming out too, I believe October 4th, and it will be the last season.
Hey,
And
oh
it
my
will be the
God.
last season, and it's going to be the last season, and I'm so happy. I mean, I'm sad that it's ending so soon because this is like what, season 4.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. I really like that show.
Yeah, isn't it funny? It's so
I find
funny.
it funny.
Yeah,
I think Rudy and Jamal are so funny.
yeah. Like I like it because it's like it gives you like a little bit of like suspense, but at the same time it's funny too. So
Mhm.
yeah.
It's
So
a-
okay, so
it's a
that
good
one's
one.
coming out. So that's good because I'll be watching that too. I like that show.
And Lucifer just came out. It's the last season of Lucifer as well.
Okay, nice, nice. What's that season? Season what? What season is it on? Season 6. Okay.
And that actually started on Fox. I think it was on Fox for 3 to 4 seasons before Netflix picked it up and continued it.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was Fox. Yeah. I think you're right about that.
Anything else, guys?
And no, but I do
I
want to
think-
put out there that me and De Niro, maybe in the next show or two, we want to talk about the soap operas as well. So if we have any GH fans that are listening to us now, we will be talking about that very soon.
Soon to come.
Soon to
Watch out,
come.
No, man, I can't wait.
Watch out.
So yeah, that's all for our segment. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's all for your segment. I think that pretty much wraps up our little podcast here. Again, we're just
Yay.
any last words, anybody?
Oh, durka, durka, durka.
Girl.
Any last words?
Hey, any last words? You over here ready? Like, I ain't even end the recording yet. And you over here like, yeah, we're gonna edit. We need this edited.
We're definitely editing these things.
Yeah, edit
My bad, my
No, no.
blunder.
That's why I came out with the chalk is cheap, motherfucker.
it.
Well, no, any last words? No, nothing.
No.
I'm just gonna remind you guys, if you want to keep hearing from the No Bullshit podcast, please subscribe to the button so that you can get notifications when we upload new episodes.
Yeah, God, why she sounded like an AMSR?
Wow.
No lie,
So
she sounded
sad.
like who's the chick on Howard Stern?
Robin?
Yes, she sounded like Robin. She was like, well, just to let you guys know.
No, I got nothing. Thank you guys so much for listening. Appreciate all the love. Again, hit the like button. Please subscribe.
Yes, yes. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you
Until
next week.
till next time with the bullshit.
About to say that, even with the bullshit.
Much love, guys. Much love.
As
Sunshine signing out.
as our favorite cousin used to say, I got 2 words. One,